Alrighty, Dragon's Dogma 2 is about to come out. If you want to go back, you can check in the playlist where I play Dragon's Dogma 1 when it got ported to PC, which felt like years later, so I felt so late to the party, and now I look back at that, I'm like, that's a very old playthrough, oh my god. But yeah, looking forward to playing Dragon's Dogma 2. Hope they changed how they calculate damage reduction, because hitting enemies and just not being able to hurt them at all, that got old in the end game, so I hope they don't do that again. But yeah, they released a character creator before the game, so I could just do that now and just hang out and take my time and just make it a separate video, I guess, or whatever. So you play as an Arisen, and then there's a pawn, so we once again have a dude what follows you around. I'm wondering if you can make your Arisen a lion man, because there's lion men, and I want to be a lion man. I don't remember if I actually ever learned whether or not that was a thing. Choose a preset. Can I customize a preset, but start off looking like a dude? Or... he is lion! Well, that's that answered. That's a different lion. Just a bunch of people, a bunch of guys just hanging out. Okay, so that answers that question. I was worried. Let's do create new. Let's see what it is from scratch. Choose a race, body type, and base head to determine the character's basic appearance. Blah 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 blah. Lion. You get to be a big lion man or a small lion man. You can be tiny lion man. All sorts of options here. I don't even know what class I want to be, honestly. Adjust the face to suit your liking by making selections over 3 stages. Okay, I don't need to read this. It's a character created. Oh my goodness. Look at these guys. Oh, mouth's moving. Briefly. Oh my god, the eyes! Oh, that's all of them. That's these 9. This one's got like a very harsh sort of like... they look like a seer of some kind. Like they have a very harsh nose. This guy just looks sad. Sad lion. Very different vibes. I'm wondering if what the color range is. These are night. Let's start with the emo lion. Sad little man. What is happening now? Ah, we were picking the face, and now it's like, do you want to combine that with the appearances of the other characters, though? So make the sad lion, but then also, did you like the other hair options a bit? Oh my god, the saddest lion. This one's got scars. Ultimately, I'm just going to want to tweak all the individual settings anyway. But this is like a way to give you a start. Nope, head shapes. You look so sad. What did I do? I'm so sorry. I could squish his head slightly. Yes, I would like to customize it further. Who do you think I am? Oh my goodness. Right, he starts off with the chest scar because I guess maybe they're doing the same thing as last time. If you are an Arisen, then it's probably the same premise as last time, which is that you are a character who got their heart ripped out by a dragon, and now you're tied to them in some way. There must be like some origin legend that is tying these narratives together, right? Because like I think about like the Dragon Heart I grew up watching, and that's the one where 2 people are bound by a heart, and then Drakengard, I think the plot of Drakengard is that they merge their hearts and their fates are tied to each other as a result. Although in Drakengard and Dragonheart, they both have versions of them being... it's usually that the human was hunting the dragon, and then they end up becoming one, and their fates are tied, and now if one dies, the other one dies. And in Dragon's Dogma, at least the first one, that dragon just fucking obliterates you and kind of accidentally creates creature that's tied to them or something. I don't know if it's accident actually, but you're on a revenge mission to kill that dragon, which I think kills you essentially. I don't remember exactly for type 1 and 2. How fuzzy do you want to be? It's like, would you like to be a blurry man? Okay, there's different patterns here, but I need to get this color fixed. We got so dark as a starting point. Let's pick out a base coat. They got orangey colors, they got a little red. You can be a little blue, a little white-ish. Not a huge range of colors though. Let's see. I err towards brighter. Most of the characters, most of the appearances that they gave us by default were like very... Let's see what 21 looks when I get all of them there. Not very bright. Let's see here. Intensity is all set to as little as possible. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's very intense. But it does at least give us something to go with here. Oop. Oh, I immediately screwed that up. There are a bunch of presets though. Let's give us a pattern. Okay, now we can at least see the patterns with this preset. So there's a flat one. There's a stripy boy. You get spots. Weaker spot, less stripes basically. Different spots. And then, I can't tell what this one is. Just different, different sort of like piebald coat patterns. Like whether or not you want your face to be light or dark here. And it goes back to 1. Is 1 a little spotty? Kind of wish that they put 6 and 7 and 1 right next to, I guess they did. Okay. Yeah, there, because it loops. So I was like, I would like to be able to compare these options a little more directly, since they're slightly different from each other. I'm having trouble telling 6 and 7 apart, or 6 and 1 apart. I think it's just the face, or I think it's just the neck. Do you want the neck to be darker than your head? Those are interesting patterns to have. It's unfortunate that they have those patterns be separate from having stripes and whatnot. Because the basic thing was like, hey, do you want a dark neck or a dark head or light both? And those could have been layered on top of the choice of what pattern you want to have on your body. Because yeah, here the choice to have stripes or spots and stuff is mutually exclusive to those other options, which is a little goofy. Yeah, it's basically heavy stripes and heavy spots or a whole lot less of them, basically. Okay. Well, stripes are fun. Let's get these intensities up a fair bit. Maybe even them all out at like 60. And it'll give us a chance to sparkle dog a little bit. Alright, so color 1 is the base coat. Maybe like a brown. Color 2 is the belly. I think if you keep them within the one spectrum, it kind of makes them look like one continuous coat. Because if you click on a different category entirely, you kind of end up with like a different like color temperature if you're not careful. Ooh. Looks a little frosted. The way his back of his legs look, is that the lighting? No, that is the coat. It affects the back of his... It affects the back of his legs and his forearms in addition to his chest. It's the same color. That's interesting. Question always is, will I see this character on camera ever again? Or will they immediately just be covered in armor and who cares? They give you all these colors, but then what you get doesn't look like it that much. Let's try intensity. That's how orange you can get. Maybe we should check to see the other ones and see how they're affecting it. This is color 4. That's stripes. Okay. So this shouldn't be the contrast. This shouldn't be what's causing the other one to not be that orange. Color 3 is just it's the rims. The surrounding. Okay, that affects it significantly. This is stacking with the other color. To the point where it's like a little hard to differentiate colors 1 and 3. I wonder. Oh, this one is intense. This one affects a ton of your body overall. This is how you end up being like a blue lion. Or otherwise. This has huge effects on your appearance. Try intensity. It's the wrong one. That's the stripes. So here turning down the intensity makes it more orange. Which is interesting because is that just based on the fact that this other one is also orange? Spending a long time on this, but it's interesting trying to unpack how these sliders even work with color. It feels like you're having to play a mini game just to figure out how this affects your appearance. So you end up more orange with color 3 turned down. That kind of gives you a shock of white. On the little side, you can't seem to like go wild with the colors. Go more red. There's no pink. I don't think there's really a purple. These are like different variations of really dark colors, because like having a gray or a black could still have like a sort of like a color temperature to it. So there's a lot of range to get from there, but they really want you to be yellow or gray or tan or orange. That's most of the options. Now we can look at these a little bit more. Oh, I can actually see them here when I click on them. I was looking at the other screen before. Okay, that looks really weird with the darkened face. So that must be color 4. That's color 4 happening right there. A lot. I don't know, spots or stripes? Stripes are pretty good. And then this should be the stripe color. Yeah, so I went with a really dark red. But we can play with this a little bit. It almost certainly needs to be a pretty dark color to make any sense as stripes. Color intensity here just makes it more blue. It brings out the blue a little bit with saturation. It's more hidden otherwise. There's the one and only tiger with the one and only taste. Don't touch that one. That one breaks everything because it makes me lose all of the stuff that I've made and doesn't keep any of it, and that's scary. We could revisit the color type a little bit. Let's see. As for type effect things here, it makes the stripes a little bit more defined when the fur is shorter. It also highlights the chest more. Let's see. Finalize? No. No. Detailed customization. Finalize is a little more finalized than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so that was a number of settings just for customizing your fur. God damn. Let's look for hair. These are all body. Okay, let's go back. Head, body hair, hairstyle. It says body hair, but I don't know if we're going to get to any more types of body hair than just what's on your head. Listen, furries love to draw body hair over fur, but I don't know if we're going to get away with that here. Okay, can I... Oh, lighting is on the select... Let's see. You can rotate the lighting here. That's fun. And then set it in different settings. Did I just make, I feel like I made our boy, what's his name? The charging guy from Monster Hunter. With the blue stripes, the Tigrex, whichever one it's pronounced. Okay, but would you, okay, that's it. Okay, that's how you get right stick. It's a little closer to the face. There we go. I'm like, can I see what the actual hair looks like, please? All right, let's start up at the front. The hairstyle is like the most important choice on your entire character. The beard is removable too. Sad lion. Sad lion. Oh, you can make a balding lion, which is so confusing because of the fur. It kind of has a cool vibe. Ooh. That's a goofy hairstyle. It's always the makes it look like some kind of like friar or something. Get rid of the facial hair maybe while I look at this other stuff. He looks even sadder without the facial hair. All right. That's actually pretty. That actually looks pretty good. This poor beleaguered man. Leon! Wait, you can make him a lion. You can make Leon. It's very funny. This is a Capcom game too. I almost forgot about that. Got the knot. A sad little side thing. Isn't this the hair the guy in Dune has? I haven't seen it. I've seen the poster. I think he basically looks like that. Here's his persona. I made it based on not knowing his personality or story. Big hair. This looks like the protagonist of actually half of the games, honestly, but it might even be the guy on the cover of this if I... Maybe not? No. Definitely like the Final Fantasy 14 guy. These definitely feel like they're like in no particular order. Oop, add the front hair. That does add to it. I do like that being added in. It's the hairstyle that people are really angry about. I don't know why it's being suggested to me specifically, but all I know is I've seen like, I think I've seen 10 different videos on YouTube suggested to me that's just like, stop giving black people this hair in video games. I'm just so tired of like, I think, is it Spider-Man's fault or something? Or where we know, was it? No, it was, I think it was, Killmonger's fault, wasn't it? He had that hair once, even though he had like 5 other hairstyles in that movie. And then suddenly it started showing up in everything all the time. Wasn't I already on this one? I need a quick compare. The bun is lower, I guess? Those are surprisingly granular hairstyles, considering the other ones don't have, like, tight variations. This one, too. What's going on here? Wild mode. These are incredibly granular differences on some of these, on some of these similar characters' styles. Wilder mode! And the sides shaved. So wild mode, bigger wild mode, sides shaved one. That guy. Little mohawk. For me, what drives me, what's a little wild to me about some of the hairstyles that show the top of his head is that they make, he's got all these markings on the top of his head, which look kind of goofy in that context. I think they're on a real tiger, but something very strange about them being mixed in like this. On some level, I guess none of these will look quite right because they need to like be made to match his color palette instead of being this like generic starting point. Leon! Let's see. This one did stand out to me early on. Root color. Are there other colors? Tip color. Okay. So you can say it, you can make a match or you can play with it a bit. These are different colors. Wait, how do I... What if I want to match my stripe color? Yes, proceed with this change, but body? No. Detail customization, fur. 147? Maybe 52 or 147, but I don't think that they match. Hairstyle. Yeah, that's not... I don't think that matches. And 52 is... No, they made a crucial mistake here. They made it so that your hairstyles don't have the same colors. Sheen position? You can change where the sheen is, like the shining. That's kind of funny. Sure. But that's just how that's how the colors blend. So I can't change the intensity of the color. Wait. They made this whole fur system, and then the hair system doesn't use the same settings. It's gonna make it really wild trying to make it look right between the two. That's base color. Why doesn't it blend? And I'll just turn it all the way down so I get to see what I'm picking better. We're gonna be here for a while. These oranges don't match my oranges. About to have to pick a fucking hairstyle and then change the fur to match the hairstyle better, and not the other way around. At the same time, it's like a terrifying number of settings. Make it reddish. That's not terrible. 39 kind of works. Kind of in a contrasty way. This is so many colors. Almost makes you wonder why they don't just let you pick from a color wheel at this point. Yeah, I'm just gonna maybe go back to 39. That kind of works as hair. Let's see if so I can just make it match. I also make it a darker part of the same spectrum of colors. Or you can go in a wildly different direction. Default is to make it 50-50-ish. Okay, this gives us a little bit of a grade. It can be hard to make out where the sheen is even, what this is even doing. Maybe not the best hairstyle for even noticing this detail. I think I'll leave sheen at default because I think it's distracting when it's turned higher. We'll see. Facial hair. These beards do dramatically change what you would potentially want the rest of your hair to look like. I suppose one question is, do we want like the main sort of look? Press that lighting button. Oh no, better with or without. Four might be better. We've got a little bit of that weird see-through pixeling strange look with those ones. This one being shorter and thicker actually kind of helps avoid the weird individual pixels look that looks weird, while maintaining some mane. And that's it's very funny the category is called body hair and it has no body hair options, which I assume that the humans have. But the tab's still called that. This is the terrifying menu where you fuck up your entire character by changing what they look like. I hate customizing faces in video games. Some people are good at it. I feel like I'm cursed at it. So I might just leave the default head because it only gets worse and then I spend so long trying to solve it. Muscle style. Muscle style? Okay. Let's give ourselves some contrast lighting, I guess. You can't open this one in a menu. Alright. Oh, I went past it. I looped. Okay, the answer is that this is subtle as fuck. Unless I'm gonna turn the strength up or something. Trap size. Oh my god. Wait, where's... This must be the strengths of... Okay, this is the strengths of the muscle setting. That must be... It's like a shader that... Like, you're applying shading to imply muscles, and that makes the effect more significant. But I don't know how visible this is gonna be, man. Probably just gonna I'm probably gonna go for the... Like a 19 shows up. I'll probably go for the most comically oversized muscles I can get, just because anything else will be literally invisible under the fur. 32 has like chest definition. I don't think 90 did 19. Kind of. 36. This is that's all of them. So 36 basically. And then if I turn it down, yeah, the shading gets less intense. It barely affects it. That's very funny. It's probably a dramatic difference when the character doesn't have fur. The traps are your giant neck. You can have whoops all neck. Upper body mass. Lower body mass. Oop. You're not going to believe this, but I'm gay. Upper body size minus 35. Oh, that's where it means. I was like, what do you mean? Minus 35. You definitely can widen out. Lower body size. This is what big boy looks like. The muscles are making it weird a little bit, but it's always interesting to see how this will turn out in a game, because you never know quite how they'll implement it. You can thick up. They match? They don't match by default, though. There's like a gulf where it stops shrinking. Yeah, this whole part does not change size, I don't think. There's like individual zones where it really slides around a lot. Whereas this looks linear. This is one approach you can have. That's long enough, I think. Anyway, torso length. Oh no. Wait, why did the number that was higher make it shorter? Oh, that has a particular... has a goofy effect on proportions a bit. Granted, with many armor-based games, depending on how they render the armor, the smart move is just to make your character as big as possible. Aesthetically, like that's the Dark Souls trick, is you want to be as bulky as possible in many cases, because the armor will just look better that way, because it'll like weirdly conform to your body. Anyway. Head length? I don't like that that's a setting. Neck length. Okay, it's at 0 by default, so it'll be easy to fix it. Okay, you can just make it a little taller. Or scrunch down. Neck thickness. Defaults to 100. It's very funny hearing some of these words like up, like oh, here's our arms. Upper arm thickness. Bulk them up here. Arm length. I'm a little afraid of what that looks like. Okay, not massively weird. This doesn't... You can't just start breaking the entire aesthetic of the game. You're hiding chest in here the whole time. Just shameful. Just shameful. Just no... just zero restraint. Just all in. Torso width. What's in here? Might have made his wingspan a little funny looking. Do. Arm size. Okay, it does nothing. Oh, it just moves the other ones, I guess. Lower body, waist width. Give him the thigh gap. Oh, it's weird. Oh, it's so weird to watch his butt spread from this angle. Phrasing. That's just, it's one of those like mind wiping moments where you're like, I don't know what people are shaped like anymore. I immediately forgot. Rear size, there is a butt slider. It defaulted to 100. They know. They know what all people will like. Is that what waist size does? Wait. Wait, waist size is like this direction. That's just all winning, right? Thigh size. Calf size? His thighs are a little comical. This is funny. These got really specific overall. Okay, so that affects all of the other sliders. It's like those used to be more common in like older video games, I feel like, and now you don't as commonly see like the change everything settings. Posture. Hello. Posture? Wasn't ready for that. Wasn't ready for that goofy ass posture. It is just straight up like Virgin versus Chad slider. Oh my goodness. Knee angle? Elbow angle? Toggle equipment? Oh. That's him with gear on. It's like how slack his... I'm trying to tell the difference. It's kind of hard when it's moving. I think it might be how bent his arms are here. I would never expect this level of specificity. It would be handy to see this animation though when I'm tweaking his body, because you immediately get to see how kind of weird parts of his body look when they're hunched around like this. Movement style. I kind of need like help. Like if the game could just like narrow down the differences between these, or even let me just toggle between them instantly, or have a side by side. I'm just like, what am I adjusting here? Besides this being fucking hilarious. Maybe just be mostly default if I don't know what I'm doing, because it might lead to all sorts of things. The magnitude of the ass is very funny. Is it waist? It's probably because waist size is too big. It's looking a little goofy back there. And then we'll try shoulders. You know, it's probably the stripes. I think it's the stripes that are screwing with me. Just that this shoulder, yeah, it doesn't. The stripes are making me think that that shoulder had like a hard cutoff. It's just the stripes are accentuating his shoulders in such a weird way that I thought something was wrong with them, and I was trying to fix it. Not done here though. Unless I am. I might be done. We did fur, all the body stuff. Just an intense number of customizations. That's body. Right, we still have eyes and stuff. I forgot that I had to remember the tabs. See his eyes. Make his eyes bigger and sadder. And close one of them to make it kind of even sadder. What? Wait, you can blithe him. Wait, you can blithe him. Where's his eye color? I kind of love that you can blithe him. Okay. But how do I change the color of the eyes? Body, hair, facial hair, face, nose, eyes. Let's not give him heterochromia. Oh my god, there are 3 settings for eyes. Okay, let's press the lighting button and put the sun in his eyes. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to see your eyes and it's hard. Iris size. Pupil size. Aww. They have 3 color irises. That's a little scary. Eye style? Oh. So no pupil. Those are hard to tell apart. Cat eyes, obviously. Let's see, how purple can I make his eyes to blithe them up? How visible is this purplish color? Might have to just go with the most purpley of the blues and see what I can get out of that. So that one's essentially the outside color. Don't know if I actually want the cat eyes. Not gonna lie, I think I need to go back and reset his posture. Just so I can fucking see. There we go. They made it so hard to see the eye colors. Okay. Now he's leaning too far back, but at least the eye color is visible. Was that purplier? This is the skull color. So you affect the rest of the eye, yeah. Give him smaller, sort of haunting eyes. He's getting a little blithy there. That's kind of purple. That's fairly purple. Let's see. The secondary, the bulk of it. It's just kind of the inside and the outside in the middle, yeah. That might be as purple as we're gonna get him. I'll remember to change his posture later, because I need to... Face patterns. Oh. This might look weird. Given that it affects everything else. It's like face paints, I assume, basically. Okay, let's just go back here to default. Wait, is it just these two? Color the top of his face or the bottom of his face? Will definitely be the top over his bottom. What are we doing here? Face pattern. Maybe not base, but face. Give him the concern wrinkles. Or just little eyebrow spots. Is this affected by this slider or something else? Make it very dark so I can see it. They're kind of like cheetah lines, but when you already have stripes, they contrast, they conflict a bit. Doing whole stripes wouldn't entirely fit. You could just do little dots. These are like the cheetah tier mark things. Face patterns. Face spots. Face stripes. You can just add more matching stripes to his face. Nose pattern. Dark nose, nose stripe. Nose fade. Nothing. I think I'd want to get something approximating what I had for the stripes, but there's less options than ever before here. I think those markings mostly just contrast or conflict with the other ones. But there's your chance to have eyeliner. Pattern 1 and pattern 2. It's hard to tell what they're referring to with these things. Eye pattern. Everything's already set to 100. Nose color. Just, you know, the nose color. Oh, the nose color. I get it. The flesh. That's a little funny. You can give him a pink little nose. Change how shiny his nose is. There's the intensity of the color. I am spoiled for choice. This is like the most I've ever had the opportunity to customize a furry character. Like, oh god, I'm trapped. I'm trapped, and I'm tweaking this forever. And then I'm gonna immediately cover him in armor, and he's gonna face away from the camera, and we'll never see him again, except for in the ending cutscene where it's revealed that he's married to his shopkeeper. There's an inside joke for people that played the first game. Good face, eyes. Customizing eyes was fine. I like how his eyes turned out, actually. Eyelash roots? Sir, you don't have eyelashes. Oh, eyelashes, never mind. I forgot what we're talking about. Can I see them? They're already maximum length and I can't really see them. Teeth, oh god, look at him. He's smiling. Wait. Dude, I've never seen a game do this before. This character creator is insane. You can toggle on and off individual teeth. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's where the fangs are. So you can take the fangs out. That is wild. I have never seen a game where you can take out entire teeth. And then pick their, like, overall tone. The yellowing and browning. At this point, they're just fucking around, right? Like, this is a level of changing things that you'll presumably never see. You don't notice how many teeth are missing on your character when you're fighting a dragon, usually. Claw color? I wish the camera actually looked at the thing we're talking about ever on its own. And maybe gave me a pose where I can see the claws well. Does the feet have you can't look at the feet! Okay, you can look at the feet. Ah, they're weird human feet. He just has normal human feet. Alright, well that's the only claw we can kind of see. We have to really fight to even look at this feature while I'm customizing it. So basically, do you want white or black claws or something in between? Sure. The posture. Alright, so that's the makeup menu. Teeth are under makeup, obviously. That's how bodies work. I don't think I'm changing his head, so we're not probably testing that menu. Tattoos and markings, that's a little scary. Ooh, scars though. Yeah, okay, so these are not going to mix well. Tattoos don't really make sense on fur, but that never stopped anybody. Where is this one? Oh, on that arm. These are hard to make out. There's actually, some of these could be a fun replacement for having fur patterns. That's worth considering, is whether or not the tattoos are better without. Anyway, let's go back. Since I guess this is kind of like a showcase for the whole thing. Here. Pattern 1, which has no fur patterns. Then we can go look at the tattoos better. That. It's like more normal tattoos than the sleeves. Something like that could be a fun thing to have instead of the face markings. Oh, that's kind of fun. It's not bad. With and without face markings. Hello. That's an intense grading. Okay, that's definitely painted on. Yeah, those are not tattoos. Just imagining if this game has any sex scenes and it's just like... Yes, my lover. I shall take thee to bed. They're just covered in like blood smears everywhere. You can have a lion on your titty. As a treat. Oh, back to 1. I think this is the one where it's a question of if I want to do this instead of stripes, which could be fun. You kind of feel like it distracts from his eye. Set to default. I think resetting to default is the only way to go back to not having tattoos. Edit tattoo 2. Oh god, I'm scared. So those are the presets. And now I can do like the intense stuff. I can have little titty bores. They yell on my chest. Okay, there's a menu. I'm like, can I see what these look like in an imagey kind of way? Okay, this is intense. I have a lot of writing. A tail. Oh yeah, because he doesn't have a tail, does he? It's funny how much it looks like a tail. The scar definitely affects things. Then you can like move them around, right? Yep. Able to change the size. Not much smaller though. A fair bit smaller. Let's see, vertical tilting, vertical scale. I wasn't sincerely expecting it, but I was just like, I'm curious, like how much can you like move and shift this? Do like a vaguely like abs tattoo essentially. Let's see. Oh, vertical tiling, not tilting. That makes it repeat. Metallic sheen. Where's rotate? That's a vital part of being able to really customize tattoos and do something weird. There it is. In this case, I just noticed that the tattoo is like off center, and I was like, I can fix this a little bit. Hard to get a perfect glimpse at his shape. You can move tattoos around a fair bit. I'm not sure there's a specific one I was really going for. Use horizontal. Nope, not. Use vertical scale. Oh god, it really leaps really quickly if you're not careful. Does it wrap all the way around to the back? It doesn't match if it does. Oh, because the still rotated. Make it wrap all the way around. when I'm just kind of playing around with how much control it gives you. I did have the thought for a second. I'm like, could you create a harness? It'd be kind of interesting to just paint. The idea that you could paint on a harness. Anyway, go away. I don't know what edit tattoo 2 means. Does it mean toggle on edit tattoo 2 and then you have... No. I'm not sure how tattoo 2 is defined. Oh, it changes the size of the menu. Ah, and then you can add a second tattoo in addition to the first tattoo because the menu gets longer and you can combine the 2 tattoos. Okay. I understand. This is impressively in depth. Arm tattoos. Probably the same ones again. Yep. That's why in particular there's a lot of like armband looking ones. We've largely seen these. Oh, look at the scars. Let's see what the presets look like. That's hard to see. Which I guess is suitable for fur. It's burns? Burn scars do not make sense on fur. The fur would have to be gone. There's some options here. Weirdly, you can't go back to none in some of these menus, which is strange. Oh, hello. This poor guy can have been just cut apart. We just have him have been just ripped to shreds before. Which is a little funny because he's got the giant chest tattoo where his heart was literally removed, but this implies that he's been through worse, essentially. That's not the right arm. There we go. I think that's supposed to be burns, but I don't think that works with the... Yeah, I don't think it quite looks right. You could, like, imagine. I think about all the glamorous people doing Final Fantasy XIV, and it's like... Oh, there's so much clipping and mess in a lot of those that you just kind of have to imagine that they look better than they do. Just cut up. Makes sense to have him be like just torn apart a bit on his arm that he uses his weapon with, assuming he's right-handed. Just like up the sleeve. I don't see face scars. Give him some left leg. Right around there. Dude just had a tough time. Dirt, just, hey, what if you were just gross all the time? You ever think about that? What if you were just fucking nasty? Can't see the dirt. How many things do you have to turn up in order to see it? Okay, dirt coverage. Dirt color. Okay. Type 1. Type 2. Okay. That's it. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to turning it off now. Bye-bye. Or I'll just reset it. Because, yeah, you can't usually get them back to none for some reason. For me, the issue, I'm just like, you have a whole life. You're not always just fighting monsters right now. So, like, the idea of having dirt permanently plastered to your body, I'm like, what about any cutscenes you have that are just normal? It's the Baldur's Gate 3 problem / Dragon Age Origins problem, where those characters are just covered in blood all the time, and I'm like, I'm having like conversations with people. Can we chill? No face scars. That's interesting. Unless I missed something. But I don't think it needs... Oop. Yes, pursue this change. Or I pressed the wrong button, I guess. Okay. Alright, turn that back on. Get back to how our dude was looking before. Gotta fix his posture now. I don't totally know how to make sense of those ones a little bit. Oh well. And there's our dude, I guess. Okay. Don't think am I forgetting anything else that I turned off temporarily? His markings are back. His posture's fixed. I think those are the two things I turned off to look at other things. Okay. Masculine beast wren. Body, base head, vocation and voice. Let's do voice. Oh, nope. I would like to hear the voice. Oh, X down there. Wow, that's really small text. Down, right in the bottom right corner of the drop-down menu. So he's just getting higher pitched. They just get higher from there. Ooh. Oh, it's really goofy. I like the roar. Let's see. Okay, it's definitely Somber Soldier then, which even matches his appearance as the somber character. That's funny. That's a very great hysterical laugh, and then he has this tiger roar. Yeah, that's obviously the answer. Vocation. I don't know what the jobs are in this game. Oh, there's 4. The same ones as before, I think. Fighter. Archer. Let's zoom out. Fighter. With the entire ass out all the time. Archer. Ass covered. Worst class. Mage. Oh no. Did you like customizing that character? That's cute. Thief. Somehow looks more armored than the fighter? Okay, never mind. I was really focused on one detail. Thief looks a little goofy with how things stick out and everything kind of bends. Let's see. Fighters battle their enemies in close quarters, wielding a sword and shield. Their mighty attacks and counterattacks allow them to cut down foes with ease. Archers wield a bow, striking down foes from a distance. Their arrows are quick to find enemy weak points, turning the tide in battle. I think I was an archer last time. I think I went thief archer last time, so let's avoid what I've already played. Mages use their staves to cast a variety of spells. Their command of enchantments and curative magics makes them a helpful addition to any party. And then thief. Thieves appear as a flash of daggers in the battlefield, too quick for the eye. Their speed and agility allow them to break through the enemy's guard with ease. It's just what they sound like. There's not much to be added there. Overall, don't know what to make of these builds, because if I remember correctly, last time you could change your vocation as you went, but also it kind of went by D&D rules a little bit, where as you were leveling, your stats and so on were affected by what your current character type was. And so as you went, you were kind of like changing your stats based on what you were for X number of levels, so that even though you could change your vocation, I think there was still like lasting consequences for that. So overall, I'm not sure how this is going to work this time around, if they've kept similar things or other stuff, or how this is going to play out. How viable it is to change your class, or whether or not it ruins things or breaks things. I might have to make this choice later. Vocation not set. That's also fine. Finalize. No! So there is a save button at least. Yeah, maybe I'll need to... I don't know. I haven't made the call. I could play any class is the issue. I could play... It's fun to in particular to fill a niche if there's something that people aren't playing. So I might even do a poll real quick and see what people are going to play and pick the least popular option, just to take a look at the thing that most people haven't played and then have my playthrough be different from that. That'd be fun. So let's close and save. And I sure hope that save works, because I just spent an hour doing that. And I would be heartbroken. But I'll see you in the main playthrough, where I actually have a class.